It says traction alopecia. Oh, it says traction alopecia.
Skip to my Lou, my darling.
Hi guys, it's Lou. I know last week I promised you guys a hair video, and we are going to do a hair video, but not the kind I was talking about. In the last couple of months, I have noticed more hair in the shower drain than normal because, of course, hair falls out when you wash it. But there's also a lot more in my brush, on my clothes, and basically all over the house. My husband complains about it quite often. He actually says, "Do you want this back?" And of course I do. And although I'm pretty sure I know one or two reasons that my hair is currently falling out more than usual, I thought we'd look up real and more reasons that many of us might be losing our hair right about now. There was a lot of information on losing your hair, but I chose this article from Bazaar, and it's called 9 Reasons Why Your Hair May Be Falling Out. I think there's more than 9 reasons. I saw a couple of articles with, God, I want to say 15 to 20. That's too many reasons for me, so let's stick with 9. Now, the other articles that I saw, every single reason ended with, well, they were scientific names, but they all ended with alopecia. And I think we all know what alopecia is. Now, number 1 is traction alopecia. And I already know what that is. And that is one of the main reasons that my hair is falling out. And that is, it's always up in a tight ponytail. It says that traction alopecia is hair loss that has resulted from repetitive stress or tension on the hair follicle, which compromises its ability to produce and sustain long, strong, healthy strands. So they could have just said pulling your hair back too tightly. And if I go a little bit further down, it does say tight ponytails, braids, clip-in hair pieces, and weaves are very much the culprits. Yeah, I haven't worn my hair down in a long time. We've already talked about it. I'm gonna fix this crap. And then they give solutions. I'm not gonna read solutions. I know the solution would be to not wear these tight ponytails. Number 2 is heat tools. Well, my hair was falling out less when I was actually using heat tools, but that's because a lot of the other things weren't happening. Anyway, it makes a lot of sense. If you overheat your hair, you're going to burn it and it will break off and you'll lose it. But I'm talking about hair that comes out of my actual scalp, not just breaks off in the middle. Although I probably have that too. And the solution is control the heat. Okay. Sure. I think the most heat that my hair has gotten lately has been maybe 20 seconds of blow drying so I could go to bed and not have wet hair. Overdyeing. No, mine is underdyed right now. But those chemicals in hair dye are very damaging to the hair. And if you use box dyes, the ammonia in it is pretty bad. Bleach. Yeah, not good. Aggressive brushing. Well, I think you guys have seen me brush my hair. I'm really just so mean to it. If you tend to tug and pull your hair or hear ripping sounds as you're brushing it, you're likely to be applying too much pressure or combing in the wrong manner. Well, I know. Number 5 is a change in season. Summer and winter months can be really damaging to the hair. Well, I haven't been outside much in the last couple of months, so I doubt that the weather has been doing anything significant to my head. But for some people, it is seasonal. Okay, number 6 is CCCA. Don't know what that is. That's mostly an Afro-Caribbean hair types. And that's that circular pattern of thinning on the crown of the head. And it says that it's a genetic component, but the predisposition is exacerbated by the use of hot combs, chemical relaxers, and the excessive tensions of braids and extensions. All right, so number 7 is lifestyle factors. You know, stress. That makes sense. If you're not pulling your hair out from stress, you're just losing it from the inside out. Don't quote me on that. I just made that up. Stress hormone. That was something that I was thinking myself was hormones, but that's they're talking about fight or flight. That response will negatively impact your hair growth cycle. And then it talks about vitamins D and B12 deficiency, and that has a lot to do with keratin in your hair, which makes it strong. That should be a whole other number here, but let's continue. There we go. Number 8, pregnancy and menopause. It's because I'm pregnant. I mean, going through menopause. I'm actually not even going through menopause. It's peri, and I don't want to have any more babies, so I'm pretty much ready to have the baby box just shut down. So it says here, after pregnancy, right after, your hair can start falling out, and then it says menopause can affect your hair in a similar way because it's all hormones. So not only does the rate of your hair growth slow down, you're also losing it. That's a no-win, no-win. Hair strands become smaller, have less pigment, and many hair follicles also stop producing new hairs. Oh, this process is accelerated in perimenopausal women, where the consequent fall in female hormones, especially the fall in estrogen, can cause hair to thin and not regenerate. So far, the reasons I think I might be losing my hair, well, I have a couple of my own reasons that Bazaar did not talk about, but I'm gonna. Perimenopausal, i.e. hormones, too tight of a ponytail, a little bit of stress that I'm sure we've all been feeling lately, and I'm actually gonna look up my last reason. But first I'll tell you Bazaar's 9th and final reason is illness or condition. I'm not sick. So it says up to 80% of permanent hair loss is due to genetic factors, so it's worth speaking to your parents to see whether thinning hair runs in your family. Anyway, so that's done. I'm wondering if the fact that my hair is as long as it is, it's about here. I'm just wondering if the longer your hair, the easier it breaks or falls out of your head. Does long hair cause hair loss? Let's see. Oh, it says no. Hair length does not matter. Let's go back and find something that agrees with me. Because, you're going to find both. Got long hair? Here's what could be making it fall out. It says your man bun could be making you bald. Yeah, lose the man bun, men. People with long hair do not necessarily lose more hair. They just appear to lose more hair due to the hair shaft length. Shaft. You guys want to know what I did today? Besides a million things. I took my cat on a walk. I put a leash on her and we went outside, and she went crazy. She's wild. The first couple of times I did it, she just kind of, sunk to the ground. I think she didn't like the harness at all. But today when I took her out, she was like in her element. She was making that chattery noise, and her mouth was halfway open, like she was trying to smell and inhale at the same time. And she chased leaves and acted like she was just primal. I guess you can take the cat out of the barn, but you can't take the barn out of the cat. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I'm gonna have to film that for you guys because I was laughing so hard at her. I made her self-conscious. Oh, by the way, her name. I told everybody it was Karen because it was Karen when we first got her, but that became such a negative thing that we had to rename her. And you know what? We never did. We threw around a couple of names, but it's pretty much Kitty. Yeah, we're very inventive when it comes to naming our pets. We just call her Kitty, or Butthole when she's being bad. So I'm just going to say that my long hair theory is wrong, and long hair does not fall out more easily than short. But I would say that I mainly feel like my hair is falling out because of my age and hormones and kind of a stressful time. And of course, my ponytail. This is in here because I was going to do a hair video and I had to talk about how it was falling out first. Anyway, what about you guys? Are you noticing any hair loss, and what do you think it's due to? Do you think that my long hair theory has any validity whatsoever? So that's it, you guys, for this video on the various reasons that hair falls out. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I learned that this is too tight and that I'm old and a little bit stressed. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed but would like to be, please hit that button down below and you'll see me very soon with more videos. Bye, guys.